right, let's just sit tall, sit back in our chair. Relax your hands, either palms up or palms down on your thighs. Thank you for being here today. We're just going to start breathing nice and steady and slow. Close your eyes if you'd like, or look down towards your thighs. Keep those shoulders back and down. If you've been running around this morning, just calm your mind and your body. Start to take those nice deep breaths. Exhale all the way out as much as you can, drawing your belly in and up to press out all that excess air, stale air, and then you'll be able to fill your belly with a nice big deep breath. And out. If you start feeling dizzy or uncomfortable at any point, just stop, come back to a resting place. Maybe in the privacy of your own home, you do an audible exhale. There's a lot of power and cleansing in that by nice, slow, deep breath in, but maybe, or maybe through your nose. Trying to feel more of that breath in your belly than your chest. Slow and even breaths. Being thankful for the things that we have to be thankful for, the blessings in our lives, not just focusing on the negative right now. In and out through your nose if you can, keeping the moisture inside your body. Those nice deep belly breaths calm your stress down. Tell your nervous system that everything's okay. Those deep, shallow breaths are kind of telling your body there's a little bit of danger going on. So nice deep breaths. Maybe you sit up just a little bit so that your back is away from the chair, and just start slowly rolling those shoulders, little small circles. And then go the other way. Back, up, forward, and down. All right. Relaxing those shoulders back and down. Shoulders are heavy. So we're going to take a moment and find that really nice, strong, seated position where we're really well grounded. Right on top of those sits bones. Maybe sliding forward a little bit now. If you have a hard time finding where those sits bones are, just sit on your hand for a sec and you will feel that nice bony base of your pelvis. You want to try to sit right on top of that. A couple more nice deep breaths in. Then bring your hands to prayer, and we're going to go all the way up. Maybe lifting your chin just slightly and around. Lowering your chin maybe. Big butterflies. And then we're going to go the other direction. Rounding out. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to draw our arms out into cactus. So your elbows, I'm going to scoop forward so my feet are flat on the floor. Belly in. Neck is lifted, spine is lifted, shoulder blades are back and down. Nice strong pose. And we're just going to do a little fold. Keeping our hands in cactus while we fold is going to keep that back and neck, help keep that back and neck longer. So we're going to fold forward and put your hands on your thighs, maybe your forearms on your thighs. Lengthen through your neck and your back. Just going to do a little half fold for right now. And then come back up, hands on your thighs, lifting up. Sweep up and down into cactus. Belly in, we're gonna fold forward. Maybe you keep your forearms on your thighs. Maybe you decide to reach down towards the floor. Your back is still pretty long, but maybe start letting your head be a little loose, a little heavy. Maybe a little gentle shake with your head, nod. And then hands on your thighs, and we're gonna lift back up. And we're gonna do that one more time. Nice, big inhale, lifting, and out to cactus. Pausing there for an extra breath, and then folding. Again, either putting your forearms on your thighs and lengthening or reaching down. If that makes you dizzy, then you don't want to do reaching down. Couple of breaths. Hands on your thighs. Lengthen your spine and lift up. Nice. Shoulders are back and down. All right, we are going to just start moving our spine and our pelvis a little bit. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that a little better. We're not going to actually do quite a cow. We're just going to roll the tailbone in, draw the belly under, tuck that pelvis under, and then lift maybe just a little tiny arch in your spine. Always listen to your body. Don't go more than you should be. Trying to stay with those nice deep breaths. And then back to the center, checking that those shoulders are still down and back. And we're going to just start, maybe you hold the chair for this. We're going to start lifting that hip and sits bones side to side without leaning your whole body over so much. Just getting that nice, strong stretch along the obliques. Nice and slow. Maybe you don't lift this high. Maybe you lift higher. All right, now as you lift this time, you're gonna sort of dive forward and move around. Dive forward and move around. And then go the other way. Circle around. All right, back to the center, nice and tall. Find those sits bones, shoulders back and down. We're gonna move our head a little bit more in our neck. So just turn your face. Don't force your neck, but get some nice range of motion in there. Hands on your thighs, holding the chair, whatever is best for you. Let's hold this one just for maybe 15 seconds, 10, 15 seconds. Just breathing, lengthening your spine and your neck. Slowly back to the front, and then the other direction. Holding, lifting, and breathing. And back to the front, and a few chin tucks. So you're just gonna think like you have a book on top of your head, and you're just gonna draw your chin back, keeping your head level. Good. All right, we're gonna do another fold, so we're gonna reach up. Cactus, fold, forearms on thighs, or reach down. Hands on your thighs. Lift up. Nice long straight back as you lift. Big deep breath in. Again, forearms on your thighs or down to the floor. Now, if you're on the floor, just bring your hand, left hand inside and maybe reach up. If you're on your thigh, then you're just gonna reach up. Maybe look up. Maybe your arm doesn't go that high. That's okay. Just look up. And then we're gonna draw, actually, we're gonna come back down into a fold. And then either put your hand between your feet and reach up, or forearm on the thigh, reaching up. All right, and then back to the center. Let's put our palms on our thighs, and we're gonna do that reach up again, but this time we're gonna bring the arm all the way through and under and thread the needle. Think about keeping your back pretty long here instead of rounded. Go at your own pace. Listening to your body, honoring your body. All right, take a second here just to lengthen your spine through your neck, all the way up to the top of your head. And then other side. Did I just do that side? I did. All right, lengthen and lift. Good. All right, we're going to do, work on some hips a little bit. I'm gonna turn my fan on. So you're gonna just hold your thigh or your shin and circle around, keeping your upper body pretty still. We won't do too many of these. And go the other way. And then draw that knee in towards your shoulder. And do that again. Maybe you use both arms. And then draw across a little bit. Maybe you even hook your foot on your thigh. And then back to the middle, and then we're gonna open, close, lifting tall. Nice. All right. Switch to the other side, nice and tall. Other leg. Circles around. Other way. Drawing your knee towards your shoulder. And again. And maybe coming across. Still nice and tall. Maybe you hook your foot. And then back to the middle, nice and tall, open. And close. Open. And close. Good. All right. We're going to do some seated warrior poses. So you're going to turn to the side. You want your ankle under your knee. And you're going to bring this other leg back. Now, I like to do this with my chair, pointed forward so that I have more room to get my leg out. So you're going to have your foot out to the side and your knee. You're just going to stretch that other leg out. You're going to decide whether your toes are straight or whether they turn in a little bit. Opening up. Let's spread my leg back a little bit. Take a second to adjust your foot. If it's tweaked not in the same in line with your knee, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable. So just take a second to swivel that foot so it's right in line. You want to keep your chest, belly in, chest forward, hips forward, and then maybe you just bring one arm out so far. We'll do our palm up. If you feel comfortable, maybe you do that other arm. Maybe you look towards your fingers. And you can maybe rotate those thumbs back and down just a little bit to activate those arms a little more. If in any of these poses you feel like you're gasping for breath, you've gone too far into the stretch. You need to back off a little bit. Nice, powerful, strong stretch, move. And then we're going to lower that left arm down to our thigh and reach up. Still keeping the chest forward. Maybe you look up. Belly still in. Maybe you lean over a little bit. Or maybe you keep that arm straight up. And then we're going to reverse that. So we're going to bring that arm to the thigh and reach up. And this may be it. Or you may slide your hand down and lift a little bit more and lean. And then come back to warrior two, pressing those shoulders back and down. A couple of deep breaths here. All right, arms down. Just gonna kind of scooch our feet back in slowly. And then let's go ahead and take a moment to put our fingertips on our shoulders and take our elbows towards each other and back. Just a nice stretch. And down. All right, so let's do the other side. So again, you can have your chair forward or a little bit diagonal. Let's get that front right foot set. Begin to bring this other leg out, toes straight line. Maybe they come forward. Take a second to adjust that leg so the heel's right under the knee. The toes are forward. Maybe slide your foot back a little more if you can. Chest forward, belly in. Starting with one arm if you want. Both arms. And without rotating your torso, maybe you look towards your fingers. If you need to hold the chair the whole time, that's okay. Shoulders are heavy, belly's in. Nice and tall, deep breaths. And then bring that right arm to the thigh. Reach up and maybe look up. Really feel that lift along your side, your left side, belly in. And if you want a little bit more, reach that arm almost in a straight line from your foot to your fingertips. And then reverse that. So we're going to bring that arm all the way around to the left, cartwheel up. And you can be here. You can reach back a little more. And then back into that warrior two. Shoulders down. Very powerful. All right, arms down. Come back to the front. Good. All right, so, all right, I keep adjusting my chair here. It's not working very well. All right, we're gonna spend a little more time opening the hips before we do some standing. So, a little different this time. You're gonna extend that left leg and just take the right, kind of go up and down, really sort of opening up. Maybe you use your hand to draw your knee in a little more, maybe not. And then you're gonna rest your heel either on your shin or above your knee. Flex that foot and just kind of lift and lower that knee. All right, and then we're gonna press down. So maybe you leave your foot here as you fold forward. Maybe you draw that foot in as you fold forward. Maybe you even lift your heel for more. It's flexed, pressing forward a few times and lifting, nice fold, long, straight, flat back. And then hold this. I'll put my heel down. Breathe. All right. Come back up. Uncross. Maybe you do a little movement here. And then we'll extend the other leg. And just begin to draw your foot up and down. If you want to pull in a little bit without doing a big twist in your torso. And then find a spot, heel on the shin, or even closer to the ankle or above the knee, and just kind of butterfly that leg up and down. All right, and then maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring that foot in. Flex your foot. Maybe you go up on those toes, but I don't need that one. So start folding forward a few times before we hold. All right, reaching through the top of your head, pressing your chest forward, flexing your foot. Breathing. Excellent. All right, let's come up, unfold. A little gentle shake if you need it. I'm going to do a little bit of standing for some balance, a little stretching, seated. I'm going to turn sideways. The first thing we're going to do is just press your heels down, keep your thighs touching the chair. Hold that, lengthen your back, and come down. Maybe this time you lift your thighs a little slightly off the chair. Maybe you keep your thighs on the chair. Let's do that a couple more times. And lift. All right, so we're going to come behind the chair. I'm going to move my chair so you can see me a little bit better, but your chair is right in front of you. Take a few steps, plant your feet, toes forward, shoulders back, belly in. Rotate your weight out and in. Outside edge, inside edge. And then kind of shift your weight forward and back. And then find that spot right in the center. Think about almost lifting your thigh muscles like you're putting a sock on without locking your knees. You can hold that chair, shoulders pressed down and back, palms forward. If you feel confident, you could close your eyes here, or maybe put one finger on the chair before you close your eyes until you get situated. Nice mountain pose. All right, and then we're going to do a downward dog, chair one. So hands on the back of the chair. We're going to walk back. There's a couple of options for this I'll show you. You're going to walk back where you're in a nice 90-degree angle. Your arms are on the chair. If that hurts your shoulders, put your hands on the chair so they're below your shoulders, but you're still having that nice long back and neck. Maybe push your hips back a little bit. If you want to make it a little bit harder, lower, flatten your back and bring your head by your arms. So that would be the most difficult of the 3 options. Lift your heels, kind of shift your weight side to side. Pedal your feet. Walk the dog. And then hold, press back. Try not to round your back. Nice and flat, shoulders wide. And then bend your knees and start lifting your chest and walking forward. And come on up. All right, so this next one for our balance, options here as well. You can either just have your toes touch or your foot lifted, or maybe your chair has little rungs where you put your foot on there. Or if you can, maybe bringing that foot on top of the chair. So wherever it is, that's fine. Lengthen that standing leg without locking your knee. Lift those muscles. Maybe bring an arm up. And just maybe you lift that foot so it hovers just above the chair or the floor. Watch those knees don't lock. Breathe. Sometimes one finger on the chair is all you need for stabilization. All right. Lower down. That might be too high for a lot of you. That's okay. And then we'll do the other side. So I'm just going to move this over here and spin. All right. So again, you can just go up on your toes. You can put it on the rung of the chair. If you have another little step stool or something that's lower, you can grab. That's fine. Lift those standing leg thigh muscles without locking that knee, nice and tall. Maybe bring an arm up, belly in. And maybe you lift that foot slightly and let it hover. Get a lot of stretch too. Hip. Excellent. All right. Bring that down. Maybe you lift your heels just to kind of relax your legs. And then we're going to come back to the front of the chair. Grab a real quick drink. And then let's go into that chair pose. Your feet are hip width, backs of your legs are touching. Pressing your hips back. Arms can come forward or up. You can see your toes. You're pressing through those heels, belly in. And then lower down. All right. Let's go ahead and turn sideways. And you're just going to start with that seated lunge, tucking your toes under. And then maybe you start to bring that foot back, tucking those toes under. Maybe you need to bend, straighten a little bit. Just see if you can press through your heel. Even if your leg doesn't get straight, you're feeling a huge stretch. Belly's in. Maybe you have to lean forward a little bit so that you're not arching that back much. Bring an arm up. And then maybe you circle around. Kind of watch your hand with your head, letting your head move a little bit. All right, and then we're going to bend that knee a bit and see if we can press the top of our foot down just to stretch the foot a little bit. And while we're here, just relax that leg, bring your legs in, scooch in, sit as tall as you can, reaching for the top of the chair, maybe pressing and looking back. Slowly, facing your knees and back to the front. Relax your shoulders, and then we'll do the other side. Heels under your knee, starting. The toes tucked under and the foot bent down. You may be here, that's okay. You may stay in this and not stretch that leg out. That's okay. And then maybe just start wiggling your foot back. And then bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Side. Pressing through that heel. Side's not as flexible for me. You can come up. Circle around. You can be holding that chair the whole time with that other arm. Watch your hand. Relaxing your foot, bending your knee, top of your foot down, sort of pressing down a little bit. Feel a stretch in that foot. All right, relaxing that leg, sliding in sideways. Lifting as tall as you can before you reach for the back of the chair. Stay there or pull back and look back. Releasing your hold, facing your knees, coming back to the front. All right, reach around, holding the side of the chair, rolling those shoulders back and down, lifting forward. And then you're just gonna kind of pull back, squeeze, and lower. Using your arms to lift you up. A lot of strength in your arms. If that hurts your shoulders, obviously you don't wanna do it. And then be heavy forward here and just press one shoulder forward a little and the other. Good, back to the middle. Let's go ahead and release our hands to our thighs, lift up, shoulders back. I'm going to take our right ear. You don't want to force it, just let it a little bit reach towards the shoulder. Press down with your left palm, get a nice stretch along your neck. And then just relax that arm and just do a few little arm circles here. both ways. Good. Straighten. Just a little tilt. Not forcing. Pressing your right palm down. And then just relax that arm. Both direction circles. Good. All right. Straighten up. Chin tucks. Awesome. Shoulders are back. We're going to slide all the way back in our chair again. You can have your palms up or down. You can close your eyes or not. Just start to scan your body. Check for any tight muscles starting from your toes, all the way up your legs and your torso, arms to the top of your head. Make sure you're not holding any tension. Just spending a few minutes here taking some deep breaths help you to your body to absorb all the good from these poses and to transition to the rest of your day. I'm going to melt into the chair. Bring your hands to prayer. Take a nice big deep inhale. Inhale some rest for your body and your soul all the way back around. Inhale some hope and around. And inhale some peace. And all the way around to prayer. And thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.